A lot of people say you are completely wrong about how the world works, and it breaks my heart to tell you that they are absolutely right. You have been walking around with a head full of fake garbage facts that your elementary school teachers forced you to memorize. Let us start with a classic nightmare that probably made you terrified to walk near tall buildings in big cities. A lot of people say if you drop a penny off the top of the Empire State Building, it will fall so fast it can drill a hole right through a human skull. You picture this tiny copper coin turning into a deadly sniper bullet from the sky. This is completely against the laws of physics because pennies are terribly designed for falling. They are flat and lightweight, so they flip and tumble through the air, which creates a massive amount of wind resistance. A falling penny reaches its top speed of around 50 miles per hour very quickly, and it just cannot fall any faster than that. If it hit you on the head, it would feel like a really annoying bug flew into you, but you would definitely not die. So you can stop hiding under bus stops whenever you walk through New York City. Speaking of things that are completely harmless, let us talk about the biggest bird on the planet. Everyone on Earth says that ostriches bury their heads in the sand when they get scared because they think hiding their eyes makes them invisible. I need you to think about how incredibly stupid that would be for a wild animal. If they actually did that, every single ostrich would have been eaten by lions millions of years ago. Ostriches are absolute units that can run up to 40 miles per hour and can kick hard enough to literally break a lion in half. The reason you see them poking their heads in the dirt is just because they lay their eggs in shallow holes, and they have to reach down to turn the eggs so they stay warm. They are just being good parents, but we decided to call them cowards for some reason. Now let us move from the bright sunny desert into a dark, creepy cave. How many times have you called someone blind as a bat when they could not find their car keys? A lot of people say this is a scientific fact, but bats are absolutely not blind. Many bat species can actually see much better than human beings can, especially when it is dark outside. They just use echolocation as a bonus superpower to hunt tiny, fast-moving bugs in the middle of the night. If anything, we are the blind ones because we trip over our own shoes if the bedroom lights are turned off. Since we are talking about your weak human eyes, let us talk about your senses. You were taught in kindergarten that humans have exactly 5 senses and nothing more. I am sorry to ruin your childhood, but humans actually have way more senses than just those basic 5. You have a sense called proprioception, which is how you know where your body parts are without actually looking at them. You also have a dedicated sense of balance that comes from fluid inside your inner ear to keep you from falling over every time you stand up. You have separate senses for feeling hot and cold temperatures, and another totally different sense just for feeling pain. Depending on which scientist you ask, you have anywhere from 14 to 20 different senses working right now. You basically have superpowers, but you just take them for granted every single day. Let us take a quick trip through history and look at one of the most famous military generals ever. A lot of people say Napoleon Bonaparte was a furious, tiny little man who tried to conquer Europe just to make up for being short. We even named the Napoleon complex after him to describe short guys who act super aggressive. water because it is entirely made of concentrated fat. They store all their body fat in one place instead of spreading it around, so they do not overheat, and they use that fat for energy when there is no food around. And speaking of energy, let us talk about the famous sugar rush that terrifies parents everywhere. A lot of people say giving kids a bunch of candy will turn them into hyperactive monsters bouncing off the walls. Dozens of controlled studies have proven that sugar does not actually make children hyperactive at all. Kids just get crazy because they usually eat sugar at highly stimulating places like birthday parties or holidays where they are already super excited. The sugar rush is literally an illusion created by exhausted parents who just want to blame something for their kid acting like a wild animal. So look at all these things you firmly believed were true just yesterday. It is wild how easy it is to convince millions of people of something completely wrong just by repeating it enough times. The next time your weird friend tries to hit you with a fun fact, you need to look them right in the eye and assume they are lying. Because now you know the truth, and they are just spreading fake news. Hit that subscribe button right now if you want to keep getting smarter, and I will catch you guys in the next video.